I went ahead and finished up my face so that we can get right into the eye look. Today I'll be doing a smoky New Year's Eve eye look featuring some glitter. And today we'll be using the Denude eyeshadow palette from Glam Artist Cosmetics. The first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is start off with my NARS concealer. This is what we'll be using on our eyelids as our primer. So go ahead and just add a little bit of this, well, not primer, but a little bit of the concealer to your eyelid. And then we're gonna blend that out using a beauty blender. So use a wet beauty blender. I know I'm using the beauty blender that I do not like, but I couldn't find my other one. So this is the one we'll go with today. So go ahead and tap the concealer into your eyelid here. Make sure you blend it out completely to where it's nice and smooth and there are no skips or patches, because you want this base to be super smooth so that your eyeshadow goes on smooth as well. So go ahead and just tap all of that in and just blend it on out until you no longer see any patches. All right, and blend it out, and this is good. This is how you want your eyeshadow base to look. Yep, nice and smooth. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is a deeper color. I think I'm gonna start off with this brownish black color here. This is gonna be my base color for now, unless I wanna darken it some more, and of course I'll go in with black. So we're just gonna make sure that's smooth. The brush that we're gonna use is a packer brush, which is a brush that looks like this. It's flat, but it's kind of fluffy so that it blends out as you pack the color in. So we're gonna go ahead and tap into that color. And then we're gonna tap the color onto the eyelid. So for this look, I'm not going for an exaggerated cat eye. So I'm gonna stay right here on the middle of my eyelid. So far this is dark enough, so I think this is the base color I'm gonna go with. So we're just gonna tap this color in. All on the inner. Do not go all the way up into your crease yet. Just kind of just tap it into that one spot so that it looks like this. And then the same thing with the other eye. Just pick up that deeper brownish color and tap it in. So the color I'm going with is actually a cool toned dark brown. Because this is New Year's Eve and I want to wear black, I'm gonna just do cool tones. And same thing, just tap it into that one spot on the eyelid, kind of stay below your crease. Also know where your crease is. Mine is a lot higher because I have a lot of eye space. If you have smaller eye space, your crease is going to be a lot lower. So just be mindful of that. And I'm just staying right underneath my crease. All right, and then your eyeshadow should look like this right now. It looks crazy, but we're about to get into the layers and the colors, and we're gonna blend it out, and I promise you it'll look good. So the next brush you wanna use, you wanna go in with a brush is kind of similar, but a little fluffier, if you can see that. It's a lot fluffier. And this is my Morphe M433 brush. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap into a lighter shade, but one that's still really cool. So I think I'm gonna go with this color here. All right, so I'm just gonna tap into this color and go right above where you put your first eyeshadow color. So don't go on top of it, go right above it. So you see, we're gonna go right here in this area. Right in the crease is essentially where you wanna be. So we're just gonna tap that in Grab more if you need to. If you don't grab any more. But we're just gonna tap that in, and then we're gonna tap and blend. So tapping and blending, you just tap in and go in circular motion. So you're tapping and blending at the same time. So I'm still lifting my brush up a little bit, but I'm blending it. All right, so that's what you want that to look like so far. So it's kind of blending the deeper cool toned brown out. And I'm basically gonna stick with cool tones today for this eye look. Same thing, you're gonna go right here in this inner corner, which, well, not the inner corner, but you're gonna go right in your crease here. You're just gonna tap in that other color right in your crease. Same motion, you're gonna tap and blend. So I'm kind of lifting up. I'm not staying on my eyelid and going in circles. Like, I'm going in circular motions where I'm going up and I'm tapping. So tap and blend. If you need to grab more, just tap and blend. And I think I went up a little too high here, so I'm gonna go a little higher on this one too, just so that they're even. You don't want one side to look lower than the other, because your one eye is gonna look like it's drooping lower, the other one's gonna look like it's sitting up. So just tap and blend until you feel like it's blended out enough. So there's that. This is how it should look. Now I'm gonna go in with a fluffier brush, and this brush needs to be a little bit bigger than the second one that you're using. This is my Morphe M504 brush. And I'm gonna go in with something a lot lighter. I kind of want it to have a rosy color to it too. So I'm gonna go in with something like this here. Be really careful. You don't want to be too heavy-handed with this color at all, because you kind of want it to, you want to give a hint of this color. You don't want to cover your lid in it or make it oversaturated or anything like that. So go right above where you put that second color. So where it's kind of stopping but fading a little bit here in this little piece, this little part, that's where you're gonna put your rosy color, and start on that outer space. I'm gonna smoke this one outward this way. That's a little too warm, so I'm gonna make it a little cooler. So I'm gonna tap in to this color here to make it a little cooler. So that cooled it down a little bit. And then if you have to grab another palette for help, you can. So I'm gonna grab my Maddie Ziegler palette, and I'm gonna go in with a color like this. Probably this one. That one's probably better. And then we're just gonna blend that in, and it's cooling it down just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's cooling it down. Perfect. So I want this to stay cool. I don't want it to be warm. And we're gonna do the exact same thing with the other side. So if you've corrected this eye with other colors, you need to do the exact same colors on the other eye, because if you don't, they're gonna look like two completely different eyeshadows. So we're gonna go in with that rosy color again. And then we're gonna go right above that crease into your brow bone. You're gonna blend it out. This is the part that I want kind of smoked out a little bit. So I'm gonna just drag it out a little, like that. And then I'm gonna go in with that lighter color again, because again, you want this side to look exactly like the other side that you just did. So blend that in here, just to cool that down a little bit. Hair's in the way. Just to cool that down just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with that other palette, the Maddie Ziegler palette. Please keep in mind that the palettes I'm using, you do not have to get the exact same ones. I've been doing makeup for a long time, so a lot of the palettes that I'm using have been discontinued. just see what you already have, see what's already in your palette that looks similar to what I have, and then go based off of that. If you have to buy more palettes, buy more palettes. Just make sure you get things similar to what I'm using so that you can always replicate my looks. So we have those on there. This is what it looks like. So you see how the darkest color is all the way at the bottom? You kind of want to smoke that out now. So we're gonna grab, so we're gonna go on backwards. We're gonna go on with that second color I used, which was that lighter brown shade. And we're gonna tap in, and we're gonna go right back in the crease and bring that color back. Please remember, when you're blending, sometimes you're gonna lose some of your color, and that's okay. Just go back and add it back in. You're gonna smoke her out just a little bit more. So see how the color is coming back? Just smoke her back out again. And that's literally it. Makeup is not hard. You can fix anything you need with makeup. If you make a mistake, just go back over it. It's super easy. Like that, right? And now I want that really deep, cool brown to show more. So I'm just gonna grab that packer brush I used the first time. And then we're just gonna pick up that dark brown color again. And then we're just gonna tap it in to make it a little bit deeper. And then we're gonna go up just a little bit more, because I want it to show. Because please remember, we're putting glitter on, so you want it to wrong color. You want it to show. You want just a little peek of this black. And this is gonna make the glitter show up even more because you're using a darker shade as the base for that glitter. All right, and honestly, just keep blending and adding in colors until you are satisfied with the look. So I'm gonna go back in again with that brown because I want this to be really blended. One thing about me, I cannot stand makeup that is not blended. Makeup needs to be blended for it to look good. I tell people all the time, if you know how to blend, you're fine. Learn how to blend. Once you can do that, you can do makeup. So just blend this out. Drag it out just a little bit. And then I'm gonna keep blending until I'm satisfied with the look. I'm satisfied with how this looks. It's nice and blended. It looks good. It's a nice gradient. And you can barely detect where I have faded out the colors. That's what you want it to look like. So now we'll just go with our glitter. Or should we? No, we're gonna go with our inner corner. So I don't do this often. I have left the glitter in that, well, not the glitter, I've left the highlight in the inner corner back in 2018, but we're gonna bring her back for this look because this is a New Year's Eve glam look. So I'm just gonna take a loose highlight pigment, which is my Wet n Wild Hustle. I think this is Hustle n Wild. So we're just gonna tap into that, grab a little bit of it, if you can see. Grab a little bit of it, and you're just gonna put it in that inner corner, like that. You can see it already glowing. Just stick it there. And do the same thing with the other eye. Just put it right there. You don't need a lot, just enough to make your point. All right, so that's one. So now we move on to glitter. I'm just using just some regular glitter I got a few years ago. I actually barely use glitter anymore, so this is really fun that I get to play with glitter today. And you're gonna grab lash glue. I use the Kiss lash strip adhesive. You can use whatever lash glue you want. You can even use glitter primer if that works for you too. So because I don't want the glitter to be super heavy, I want it to be kind of just scattered. I don't want it to be way too heavy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brush to my lash glue applicator and I'm gonna kind of just add little dots like that, right? After I do that, I'm gonna take my finger. I'm gonna spread that glue around just a little bit to where I want my glitter to go. After I do that, I'm gonna take any brush. It doesn't matter what the brush is. Any brush you don't care about getting glitter on. Just gonna grab some glitter and lightly tap it onto my lid. I did go a little heavy after I just said I don't want to go that heavy, so this is what it looks like. So any glitter that has fallen out, just take a brush, a clean one. I didn't grab a clean one, I just grabbed mine, so I'm gonna be careful. And just kind of just brush it off your face. Okay, so here's my eyeshadow. Well, not eyeshadow, but this is my glitter. I want it to go up just a little bit higher, so I'm gonna add little dots up here, like that. Take my finger again. We'll blend it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna take a brush and add my glitter. And just keep adding glitter until you're satisfied with how it looks. I think I did a little too much, but it's okay. Until you are satisfied. Take your finger again, blend that glue out, and then add in the glitter. All right, so this is what my eyelid looks like with the glitter. We're gonna do the same thing with the other side. So go ahead and tap in that glue. Use your finger, spread that glue out. All right, once it's nice and spread, you just take your brush again and add your glitter. Same thing, if you want more, add more glitter. Go up a little higher if you want to. Take your finger, blend your glue back out. This helps to make the glitter look more like it's spread out. You don't want it to be just clustered in that one spot. You kind of want it to spread out. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm satisfied with it. Now I can move on to my waterline. So for the waterline, I'm gonna go in with my Bobbi Brown eyeliner. And same as always, we're gonna do my exaggerated cat eye. Just take a little bit of that gel and go ahead into my inner corner of my eye. So I'm just gonna trace. Use the longest part of the brush and just trace your eye to create that cat eye. We're not gonna do a heavy one like the last video because I want the eyelid to shine this time. Same thing in this corner. And a nice light line. And then we're gonna go ahead and add liner to the waterline. So go right in the line of your eye. Once you have that liner on, go ahead with a flat brush here. This is my Morphe M213 brush. So like last time, whatever you do to the top, you do it to the bottom. So I'm gonna go in with that dark brown color, and I'm gonna put it in my waterline. Well, not in the waterline, but right underneath the waterline. All right, and once I'm satisfied with how that looks, I'm gonna go ahead and just remove that excess dark color from the brush by just wiping it on my hand until I do not see any residue. And then I'm gonna go in with that deeper brown color, just like how I did at the top here. And we're just gonna blend it and smoke it out at the bottom here. Same thing with the other eye. We'll smoke out this darker color. All right, so that looks good to me. It's done. Yeah, that's done. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of eyeliner at the top, just to make the look a little more dramatic. So I'm just gonna use my Wet n Wild eyeliner that I can't let go of. I've been using this since I started doing makeup back in 2015. This eyeliner just reigns supreme over any high-end brand I've ever used. Just gonna go ahead and add a little bit. Ooh, I just made a mistake, but because there's glitter there, you can't really see it. So we're just gonna do a little line here. Not too thick. And it's okay if you mess her up a little bit because we're gonna smoke her out a little. I don't want it to be a really defined one. So we're just gonna smoke her out. Add a little bit more but you have to smoke this out while it's still wet. Don't wait until it's dry. So smoke that out just a little bit. So it should look like that. I do this so that when I put on my eyeliner, I mean, not my eyeliner, so when I put on my lashes, I still have that, a slight cat eye. Like, I love a cat eye. It looks good on me. If I do this look and not add anything that kind of slants my eyes upward, it's going to make my eyes look really, really big. So same here, a little bit of liner. Nothing too thick. Just enough to make your point. Same thing, while it's still wet, smoke it out. But it has to still be wet when you do this part. It cannot be dry or else it will not move. And now it's smoked out. That's how it should look on both eyes. Nice and smoked. Okay, so that's done. Now we just move on to your mascara, finish up the eye, and then we'll be done. So today I'm gonna go with my Lancome Big Monsieur is this one. But this this mascara is really, really good. So you just go ahead. We all know how to do mascara, so I don't have to explain that. Just slap that on there. Really, when I wear mascara and I know I'm putting on lashes, is only to get the powder off of my lashes. I'm not really doing it for any specific reason, except for my bottom lashes. The bottom lashes I want to show. So really, I'm just using this just to get the eyeshadow off my lashes. But this is a really great mascara. Okay, and then you guys are really gonna see how she works once I put her down at the bottom here. Okay, so anytime you do that, don't worry about it, because now I get to teach you how to fix it. So just leave it. Leave it there. Don't do anything about it. Don't even panic. Just leave it. So now we have that on. I get to try out my Hello Kitty lashes that I got from work. And as always, take scissors, cut off any extra lash that you don't need. The ends here, not anywhere else. But when you cut your lashes, you only want to cut off the longer pieces first. Do not cut off this part. Cut off the longer side. The side where it's longer. That's where you cut. I'm gonna add this lash glue. Then we'll just let that sit for a little bit. Usually I like to add the lash glue on before I do my mascara, so I give it time to dry. But I didn't this time. So I'm just gonna pause the video and let it just dry a little bit and then add it on. Okay, so we're gonna let the lashes sit for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you how to fix this mistake I made with this with my mascara. So what you're gonna need a spoolie. Okay, use a spoolie, a dry spoolie. Do not wet this. You're gonna take this spoolie. You're going to lightly scrape off that mascara. You see how it's coming off? She's gonna lightly scrape her off. Don't use too much pressure because you're just trying to get the mascara off. You're not trying to rip off any makeup. Just a little bit. Okay, it's off, but not completely. It's stained a little bit. You're gonna grab your wet beauty blender that still has a little bit of product on from when you applied your concealer. You're gonna take that and you're just gonna lightly dab it on that spot. See how it disappeared? But then some of your nose contour just disappeared in that spot as well. So now you're just gonna take the brush that you contoured your nose with. You're gonna take what's left over and you're just gonna go ahead and bring your contour back in that spot. All right, now it's fixed. It's like it never happened. Okay, so now we are done fixing our little area there. We're gonna go ahead and add our lashes on. When you apply lashes, you wanna go at an angle. If you go at an angle, it works for you every time. So angle it like this. And just plop it on. All right, so lashes are on. Now we can go ahead and finish our face, but in this case, my lips. If you have any fallout glitter on your face, just go ahead and take a clean brush and just lightly dust it off your face. You're not gonna get all of them off, and that's okay, because throughout the rest of the night, there will be glitter falling anyway. So this is the final look. This is our New Year's Eve eye look. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my lips off camera. And of course, I'm gonna do some videos and pictures. If you all have any suggestions for the next video, please let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So hard, saving up the paper, now we get to lay back. Working so hard every night and day.